Okay, writer newbies. Hello, I'm one of you guys. Hi, it's Anna, and today is a really exciting video because I'm going to be giving you some writer tips from a very amateur writer. I definitely am not an expert, let me tell you, but I have been writing for a little while, so I guess I have a little bit of experience. But I really hope that you maybe subscribe to my channel because it's really cool on here. I do a lot of writing videos. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on to the tips to start during this year. Okay, I'm gonna be putting on my glasses because I feel very professional with these on. Okay, let's get on. So tip number one is to use Google Docs. Oh my gosh, this saves your life. If you always forget saving your work, like me, this is a lifesaver. Google Docs is literally so good because it saves all your work real time online. So it's really great for all your edits and just working through your manuscript. It just saves your whole life, because if you do save your file on your actual desktop, there is a big chance that it could actually get corrupted or get lost or anything like that, especially if you name your documents like I do. It's terrible. So definitely, yeah, use Google Docs. And a bonus tip is to, yes, use Google Docs, but also keep saving your work every so often on your actual desktop, and name those files version 1, version 2, and you keep going until you basically finish your manuscript. So by doing that, you just have a backup just in case if something happens. So just transfer over to Google Docs. Just do it. Tip number 2 is to discover. If you are a pantser or a plotter, or if you are a mix between the two. I definitely am a pantser. The project I'm working on, every little thing is literally just me writing, because I can't even think about my novel unless if I'm at my computer actually writing it out. That's how big of a pantser I am. And this is really important because you can kind of cater your kind of writing routine and the way that you write to what sort of writer you are. And this can also help you build on your skills and your weaknesses. So my weakness is obviously plotting, since I am a pantser. So by kind of, you know, practicing my plotting, even if it's for a different project, it's a really good way to gauge of where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. So definitely understand if you're a plotter, a pantser, or a plantster. I think that's the other one. I don't know. And it also helps you connect with different writers which are the same sort of writers you are. But yeah, that's the second tip. Number three, I definitely recommend to have a writing space where you actually just dedicate to writing. And I know it's kind of good to switch up your writing spaces, but I feel like having a designated writing space, it just helps me get into the whole kind of, what's the word? Rhythm, headspace, vibe. It just helps me click into that really quickly. So I work at my desk, and that's where I do a lot of my writing, because if you do kind of jump around a lot, it kind of distracts you. I mean, that's at least for me. Yeah, definitely just try to have a writing space for you. Number 4 is if you are serious about writing, and I bet you guys all are, because writing's amazing. So I definitely recommend you to treat yourself to a keyboard instead of just working off your laptop. This has saved me. I have the Razer 60%, I don't know what it's called. I'll put it on the screen. But this was a pretty good budget keyboard, and just like writing on it, it just, I'll give you some ASMR. Cut. Let's show you. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. But having a mechanical keyboard, it definitely motivates me to write so much, and it's also extremely satisfying. It helps me actually practice my typing speed. And yeah, it's just a really nice thing to kind of show myself that I'm dedicated to writing, and it also just inspires and motivates me. And since it's a mechanical keyboard, you're pushing down on each little keycap. So by doing that, you know, it goes into your brain a bit more, and it's not as it's a lot more intentional, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Every single word, every single sentence, since you're conscious of you pressing down the button, that's up to you if you want to invest in one of those, but I definitely recommend it. Next up is to explore your writing style. I know this is a kind of a big topic, but I definitely haven't discovered my writing style to its potential yet. I'm still kind of finding my voice and the way that I like to write, but I definitely think finding inspiration, especially from your favorite authors, from your favorite poets, and what message you want to bring across in your story. So for example, I think I definitely want to be more poetic and descriptive, sort of like Tolkien and his world. He's very descriptive in everything. So I guess this tip is just being conscious of your writing style and the way that you're forming your ideas and the way you're progressing through the plot, because of course the plot of your novel is such a big thing, but then again your actual writing, you know, how to get to the plot, that's just as important. So definitely be conscious of your writing. Number 6 is a big one, but it's always been something I've done, and that is focusing on chapters instead of word count. I'll say it again. Don't focus on word count, because getting caught up in your word count, it definitely does degrade your motivation if you haven't met it that day. You know, progressing through the plot is more important than progressing through, you know, the amount of words you're writing each day, because at the end of the day you need to get your actual novel done. For example, if you're writing one night and you're like, okay, I need to get to 3,000 words, and you end up getting to 3,000 words, but you're like 10 sentences from the end of the chapter. But anyways, you know what I mean. Number 7, the last one, and that is, what is it? I can't remember. This is something I've done so much. Your plot twists. Plot out all your plot twists. It literally helps me so much, because you're able to foreshadow and at least be conscious of the things you're gonna be, you know, working toward. So plot twists can happen throughout your story, and by being conscious of like, okay, that needs to happen. Okay, this is when, you know, this character realizes this. You can at least kind of drop hints as you're writing and kind of refer to that list of plot twists, because I think they really help a story, and it's just really fun to do. I just love like knowing something the reader doesn't know. At least it's good for me for pantsers. So if you are a pantser, definitely just have a whole list of different plot twists, because I think that's a lot more, what's the word, manageable for people like me. It just helps a lot, at least for me. So yeah, write down those plot twists and don't forget them. Don't forget them, because I bet they're amazing. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. I just gave you guys some secrets. Isn't that right? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys maybe subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy my videos. Anyways guys, I love you, and I hope to see you in my next writing video. Bye, and make sure you check out some of my writing vlogs, because they're really cool. Anyways, I love you. Bye.
You, still for people.